Hi, I am Harsh Gupta, founder at Rishta Food. Our larger family business is almost 100 years old. It started in 1920 from the city of Sangaria in Rajasthan. 5 years ago, I moved to Bangalore and started the Rishta Fresh Food division from scratch. And I'm proud to say today we are present across 20 cities and more than 2 lakh parents trust us. I'm also proud about the fact that I've been given this responsibility by my family to take forward our family business legacy.
Harsh, let me begin by asking you the most important question. This is something I was personally intrigued by. What is Rishta and why was this name picked?
So Rishta, is your answer, your eternal answer to the question आज खाने में क्या बना है? Because we give you staples, your everyday staples made so special that it is loved by everyone in the family, and it is also healthier than whatever ingredients that is currently available in the market. Our mishti dahi comes in an earthen pot and is minimally sweetened by unrefined brown sugar. The idea is, how do children enjoy mishti dahi like ice creams? Our multigrain staples and desi cow milk products are fresh, natural, wholesome, versatile, and tangibly easier to digest with a taste that is loved by all in the family. So as a family, we were into food processing, and our food processing was across India. Whereas I wanted to use the same strength and move into branding and marketing, and build a brand which we can serve our whole nation. Going back, when we think about our brand Rishta, so it was not much of a logical way of keeping a brand name. It was more of an it was done by the heart, and we intended to make more emotional connections with our customer, and that's how the brand name Rishta came about.
Your family business is over a century old. So when you decided to add, Rishta as an extension to this legacy business, was your father okay? How was his reaction?
So, after all the dust is settled and you move into you decide that you're going to get into this business. So, his idea was always to focus. If you have decided to jump on that ship, you focus, you don't look, you don't get distracted, and you just focus on what needs to be done at that moment. I think that is one of his very core principles which he has implemented in his life, and he's always shared that with me. Yeah, I think I got a lot of support from my father and my entire family. And as always, as fathers, they would check your confidence, your homework. So he would ask me questions whether I'm thorough on my subject, whether I really want to get into, because fresh and natural foods are a very challenging sector and a very sunrise sector. It's not been explored much. People have not scaled up across this sector across India, which we wanted to do. But I would say that I got a lot of support from my entire family, especially my father.
So Harsh, we have noticed that you are targeting children, as your target customers. So what made you, take up this strategy? What was the idea behind this?
As a child, I myself was a fussy eater. I would like to play the whole day and just avoid proper meals. So that led to some severe, digestive issues. And as a parent now, especially with so much junk food around, it is just almost impossible for us to on a daily basis make children enjoy their regular meals, their everyday meals. So that was a challenge, and we looked at it as in two ways. That one challenge, how do children enjoy them? Secondly, how do we even make it even more healthier? So as mothers, they have a million problems, and we will be happy to solve even some of them. मेन्यू प्लानिंग एक इशू है, जैसे बैटर का आपको मैंने बताया कि अर्लियर इट वाज मोर सूटेबल ओनली फॉर डोसाज, द अदर बैटर्स. सो दे वुड कम एंड टेल कि देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम इन द हाउस कि किसी को इडली पसंद है, किसी को डोसा पसंद है. फॉर दैट यू हैव टू मेंटेन मोर बैटर्स एंड देन दे गो टू वेस्ट. सो दैट्स ऑल्सो दैट ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द रीजंस व्हाई वी फोकस दैट कि हाउ डू वी गेट both the products well from a single batter. So that is one of the ways that And apart from this, when we speak to our mothers, हम लोग जब customer feedback करते हैं, so वो हमेशा बोलते थे कि इडली के लिए, रोटी के लिए, we have to force feed our children. And now with using Rishta products, there's no force feeding required. The child has it on its own. So I think that's, as a parent, I understand the kind of satisfaction that a parent gets when the child has its food on its own. So I think that has been a big motivation for us as a team Rishta.
Rishta Foods, Harsh, as we know, has a varied range of products. As you told us about the idli batter, the dosa batter, the mishti doi. So how are you positioning your product in the market, given there is so much competition out there?
At Rishta, we are leveraging our traditional knowledge. There's a huge amount of understanding when it comes to food within our country from our past history. And when it comes to the processes, when we talk about the right ingredients, so firstly we are learning from that. We are using stone ground process for our batter, for our chakki atta. We are using desi cow milk. We are not getting into hybrid cows ka milk mein, and so on and so forth. Apart from the leveraging the understanding that we have as a society, we have a lot of experience in food business. So from that also we are learning what is the best way to maintain hygiene, safety, how do we process the products in the best of equipments, and so on and so forth. As I said that there's a lot of understanding from our past wisdom and also the customer feedback. So we have taken that journey of talking to our customers, reaching out to them, understanding from them, what are their pain points, what are the things that they really want and wish that would be there in the products, like, as I mentioned, in our everyday staples. So what are the problems that they are facing? So वो customer feedback से हम लोगों को बहुत help मिला, guidance मिला, where in which direction we need to research. For example, all our innovation is focused on how we get the right taste for everyone in the family. When we did our market research about batter, so what we found that even if all the companies were selling idli dosa batter, but customers recognize them just as dosa batters. And we spoke to many customers and they would say ki this is only suitable for dosas, idlis don't come out well. So that was the cue where we took on as a consumer pain point, and we worked in our laboratories, and we got hundreds of rice samples. What is the difference? So traditionally idli batter and a dosa batter are separate, so there is no doubt about it. So we also understood that aspect. But we also realized that we can find the perfect balance with our understanding of how to process the rice, which rice, how to blend them in the right ratio. So that was an aspect we took it up as a challenge, even though it took us 5 years to perfect the balance for an idli dosa batter, but then we nailed it.
There is a big difference in the way businesses were done 10-20 years ago and now, and especially after the COVID, the definition, the business dynamics have changed. So what is that one thing that you carry with yourself?
The one thing that we always held very tight was the quality aspect. We always wanted to ensure that we win the hearts of our customer through the quality. And for the quality, we had a simple definition. We will understand the consumer needs and the pain points, the consumer expectations, and strive to go beyond that. That was a simple definition that we set for ourselves when in terms of quality. So ये journey troublesome रही, there's a lot of ups and downs. जब हमने चालू किया, we started off in Delhi, and since it was fresh food, fermented food, and there's not much infrastructure in our country. Now it's developing, but in 2015 we did not have the robust cold chain infrastructure. It was a very challenging thing for us to do end to end, making the batter, distributing it, sending it to the customers. So, but in that we had a lot of learning. And with the period of time, with the learnings, we were able to become the market leaders in Delhi. And then we came to Bangalore, and we struggled in Bangalore. The batter market was huge, but it was fragmented on each shop. For us to reach each shop, it was a very big challenge. and then we were hit by COVID. But as everyone says, blessings come in disguise. So with the advent of COVID, the scenario of retail changed, and the online quick commerce and e-commerce, particularly about grocery, they became serious about it. And many new players came into the picture who were doing home delivery, as well as opening their dark stores. So we tied up with them, and that was the major turning point for Rishta. So we had the quality, we just needed a facilitation of getting our product to the customer's home, which was done very well by the e-commerce and quick commerce companies, and that just changed around the game for Rishta. Yes, we are currently bootstrapped, and we are also not losing money. It's a new phenomenon for us, but now we have been able to achieve that break even, and now we're just looking forward, how do we scale it further in every city, how do we go deeper in every city, we reach every home. So currently we are available on 20 cities across all online platforms. Luckily, I was given that comfort that you just do your best, and don't focus too much on the result, but giving the best, doing it with your heart, it was the most important. So I think my family and they played a large role in it, and they kept it simple in terms of you just go out, do your best, put in all your heart and energy into it, and don't worry about the results, and keep at it, be patient. I think these are the few things fundamentally which helped me not only absorb the pressure but also perform under pressure. कि अगर हम कोई भी चीज़ दिमाग से करते हैं तो वो चीज़ अच्छी होनी ही है, लेकिन अगर हम कोई चीज़ अपने दिल से करते हैं तो उससे अच्छी हो नहीं सकती.